Hey guys, so I just thought I'd share the story with you of my first accident on a motorcycle. And I used to have a Ninja 250, and me and my buddy had a 650, and I didn't have my license when I bought the bike because I was still waiting for the MSF course to come. But I found a good deal and I decided I wanted to take it up. And so when I didn't have my license, all I would do is ride up and down my street in my neighborhood, and I did that just to get used to the bike and practice clutch skills and stuff like that. So one day my buddy decides to come over, and he brought his bike, his 650, Ninja 650 is what he had. And we both just went around riding on the street in my neighborhood, just going around. And mind you, on this day, it decided to rain a little bit. And my street isn't a very popular street, so there's a lot of shit off to the sides, like a lot of pine straw and like dead leaves and, you know, pine cones and all that stupid stuff. And we're at the bottom of this hill, and we're just chilling, talking, and we came up with a smart idea, you know, let's race. And I had a 250 and he had a 650, so obviously he would win, but it was just more of a fun thing type, you know. So we're sitting there, and we get off, and I beat him off the line. We're flying up this hill, and I'm probably going about 45 miles an hour, and I see him starting to pass me, and it didn't take him long to pass me, but right as he decided to pass me, we're in this corner. And well, since I was new, I didn't really pay attention to the corner, and I'm more focused on him passing me. So as I'm over looking at him pass me, this corner's approaching, and when I look back, I'm going straight into the curb of this corner at about 35, 45 miles an hour. Don't pull out. No, you son of a bitch. Oh, you son of a bitch. So I'm going like 35, 45 into this corner, and I was like, oh shit, fuck. So I braked real hard, and I slammed on my brakes, and I locked up both of the tires. So my bike, since it was wet as well, started going sideways. Oh, that was a cop. Started going sideways. Oh, dead animal. And when it went sideways, then it went into the pine straw and stuff. So I'm sliding in the pine straw, and then it all of a sudden caught grip and it high-sided me. I flew off the bike, and I'm sliding on the road, and I'm sliding on my back, and I wasn't wearing a jacket or anything. So I'm sliding on my back, and my bike's basically at my feet, and I'm looking basically, oh, a dead kitty, oh, poor kitty. And I'm seeing the bike follow me as I'm sliding into this curb. All of a sudden, I rack my shoulder on the curb, and I go up into the side where all these dead leaves and shit are. And I'm laying there, and I just basically black out. I open my eyes, and I see my buddy. He turns around, and he's coming back, and he pulls up next to me. And he picks up my bike, and my first question to him was if my bike was okay. And he's scooping leaves out of where the engine bay was, and I could just see things were bent and fucked up. So I get up and I try to stand. I'm lightheaded as shit. I look at my knee, and I have this huge gash in my knee, and it's just bleeding like crazy. Blood's running down my leg, and it is not a pretty sight. So, but I wanted to get back to my house because I didn't want to just sit on the side of this road. So I hatbock out my bike, and my buddy asked me if I'm okay to ride back to my house. I told him yeah, but I was sitting there fainting, going in and out while just sitting on my bike on the side of the road. And at this point, my bike has broken mirrors, the whole front end is broken off. It's just completely fucked. It's got, the headlight was torn out, the whole like fairing stay and all that stuff where all the turn signals and everything mounted into, that was all ripped off. Scratches all down the side of the left side of the bike. It was not a good sight. and I only had this bike for about 2 weeks, so I was so sad. So finally we got it back to my house, and I just keep going in and out of consciousness, and we had to but I didn't want to go to the hospital. I can't even think right now. They said the gash that I had on my knee was definitely stitch worthy, and I should have gotten stitches for it, but I had MSF actually the next day after that, and I didn't want stitches in my knee because that would be pretty painful. So all we did is we threw a shit ton of Neosporin in it, cleaned it out, and then wrapped it up, and that's all we did for it, and it was awful. So, and then at the next day at MSF, they put me on, normally they let everybody ride these little CRF 230s or something like that. I think that's what they were called. But they got 2 brand new CBR 250s, and that's what I trained on. So my leg was not very comfortable that whole time. I always had blood running down my leg, and at breaks of MSF I was going in to the bathroom and just constantly cleaning out my cut, because it was a good inch by an inch, and it was fucked. It was deep. So I just thought I'd share that story with you guys. I'll catch you later.